Okay, guys, so Bill just arrived, and we have his car covered, right? And we're about to uncover it, unveil it for him and his wife. He hasn't seen it, but we're about to show it to him for the first time. So you guys stay tuned. It's William Agnew, Jekyll and Hyde. We're about to show him the vehicle.
Welcome back to another episode of Cars in Conversation. My name is William Agnew. We are here at Jekyll and Hyde, and today we have a special guest. Bill has a very special story that goes with the vehicle that we're actually going to be working on with him. His story was so captivating when he shared it with us. I thought it was really, really special. And what we did is we asked Bill if he wouldn't mind actually sharing his story. And so we invited him today and Cars in Conversation. And so I want to welcome Bill. So Bill, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm happy you can make it. Happy you're here.
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell people a little bit about who you are, right? A little bit about your background, and after that we'll get into talking a little bit about the vehicle that you actually have us doing for you. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. So Bill Hubble, just kind of your average Joe, I guess you might say.
Right.
I have started a social media campaign, Healing Thru Wheel'n, that really deals with mine and my wife's, healing after the loss of our son.
Right.
And so just kind of bringing everyone aboard with us that maybe are on the same walk that we are, and seeing how we're healing and showing, that there is hope out there, even though it is extremely difficult.
Right.
But just to kind of carry on and spread the message around mental health and healing for those that are affected by it.
Ready?
We're ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Don't hurt yourself there, sir.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Look around it.
Yeah. That's really cool.
It's really
Cool.
beautiful.
I mean, it means so much.
You know what I love about it? Even when these light up, it's a C.
Yeah. Right.
And there's a C inside a C, and his middle name was Cole.
Yeah.
And how long has it been since he's been gone?
Year and a half. June 14th, 2020.
I got you. And so you're doing something special. We talked about the vehicle. Tell the audience a little bit about what's going on with the vehicle and how the vehicle actually connects with the tragedy of losing your son.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to kind of go back a year prior.
Okay.
Our son talked us into getting a Great Dane.
Right.
And there's kind of a backstory to that's quite humorous that we found out after he'd passed away.
Right.
But so he drove a Challenger, and we got the Great Dane, which was all well and good, and he loved Bree. Took her everywhere.
Right.
But of course he owned a Challenger, so
Yeah.
the first year of having Bree wasn't that much of an issue.
Right.
The issue came about the time Bree became one, and she started to outgrow the Challenger. So
Right.
he would borrow our Tahoe quite often to take her to the dog park, to meet friends, whatever. And so he started looking for other vehicles, and he kind of looked at older Broncos and older Blazers and things of that nature that she would fit in. She's 155 pounds.
Right.
So he saw some prototypes of the new Bronco that Ford was coming out with, and that really excited him. So I think his main goal really was to order one as soon as they became available.
Right.
He passed away a month before the Broncos became available. And so the way we ended up with the Bronco is after he passed away, his Challenger it would sit outside, outside the front of our house where he would always park it, and we didn't really know what to do with the Challenger because we couldn't get rid of it because it was so iconic, Connor. But it hurt at the same time just to see it sitting there and not move.
Right. I can only imagine. That sounds really you know.
Well, it's a catch-22.
Right.
You know? But I was laying in bed on my phone around 2 a.m. On July 14th, month after we had lost him, and I don't even remember how I saw it, but whether it was some Facebook ad on my feed or whatever. Right. But all of a sudden there was some type of notification that the Bronco reservations had gone live. They'd actually gone live the day before at about 7 o'clock at night our time. Right. And it just light bulb went off. Right. I'm like, he was waiting for the Bronco. Yeah. And here's our chance to really convert the Challenger to something that he wanted. Right. And so immediately, went to the Ford website, put down the reservation. Right. And that's really kind of how the Bronco actually fits into it, because to be honest with you, we've never done any off-roading. We've never done any overlanding.
But this was something he really wanted and was really excited about.
Yeah, so it was kind of an extension of him. The Challenger was kind of like in the past. Right. And the Bronco is his future. Wow. And so that's one of the reasons why we want to do so much traveling and documentation of those travels. Right. Is because it's an extension of him. It's not a replacement of him, but it gives us something that he wanted into the future.
Yeah. And you like that, man. And how we love his Chacos. right. So I made a customized logo for it all.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm gonna put that right there on your bumper.
That's awesome. Thank you.
What's that? The alcohol? Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So while he's doing that, Jedi, can you tell us a little bit about what that is, real quick?
So we have the logo. It's a Batman logo, and I pretty much use the same elements that we used on the truck. Hubble being his last name, his friends called him Hubble a lot, and Batman being one of his favorite characters, and the Chacos, right? Wore them.
Right.
And so
it's pretty therapeutic for you guys too to be able to use what he had, right? Yeah. And kind of upgrade to what he wanted, right? That's really cool. That's a really interesting concept.
It really is, and it just goes to show that many times a car is more than just its parts. Right. To us, it really has a special meaning that will, quite honestly, outlive us. Right. We've already talked to Landry, our daughter, and she understands that she will inherit the Bronco one day, and that she's to pass that on to her children. Yeah. So it's kind of a legacy, if you will, that'll be handed down.
That is so cool, Bill. I'm glad, and I want to thank you for sharing. That I know it's painful. I know it's still recent, very recent. A year and a half is nothing, right? In time. Yeah. So for you to actually be as strong as you are, because I have a little girl, she's 7 years old. Yeah. And I just don't know. I just couldn't imagine. Yeah. And I know it happens, and it's a real thing.